I'm Kyla, reporting for Kids First, and I am joined by my teammate Samantha.
Hi, everyone.
Today we have the honor to speak with Robyn Lively and Bart Johnson about their work on the new film, Strong Fathers, Strong Daughters, releasing August 1st, 2022 on PureFlix. You might know Robyn Lively from her work on The Karate Kid Part 3 as Jessica Andrews, Teen Witch as Louis Miller, and Ouija as Mrs. Galardi.
You might know Bart Johnson from his work on High School Musical and its sequels as Coach Jack Bolton, Every Time a Bell Rings as Robert, and Little Woman as Mr. March. Welcome to the show.
Lively, which of your previous roles, if any, most prepared you for this role?
Ooh,
I'll tell you, that's a
good question.
Great question.
Okay.
Being a mother, that has been the greatest prep of all, is actually being a mother to a 19-year-old, a 17-year-old. So our son is 19. We have a daughter who's 17, and we have a son who's 14, Balin, Kate, and Wyatt. And I think that probably has been not only has it been the best prep for this role, but it's been my best role to date, being a mom.
I can definitely see how that real life experience would help you when portraying another mother.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
That's true. That's what, for us actors, you want to pull things from your real life.
Yeah.
That's the most helpful to make it. You want to make something real, then you got to connect it to something in your real life. So.
And it made it really easy to pretend to be his wife when I'm actually his wife of 22 years.
That was, we really committed for this role. We
really did.
We spent 23 years together just to prepare for this role.
Miss Lively.
Yes.
You and Mr. Johnson are married in real life. In
Yeah.
what ways did you bring the experience of your real life relationship to the couple in the film?
Well, so a couple of things. We were so excited to have this opportunity because we have worked together before, but not as a married couple, and to have so many scenes together. And the way that it was written, the relationship between the two was very different than how we actually relate together in real life. So we brought more of that to this project. As in, like, there were some lines that my character had to hit to Bart, to Steve. And I was like, wow, there are little jabs here and there. And I was like, I would never talk to you like that though. So we talked to the director and I said, hey, I feel like this is I don't really like how she's communicating with him. I'd love to change this. And he was like, absolutely, take some liberties to make it your own. So what you see on screen, it's not exactly the way we are with each other, but it was a lot more, how we relate to one another. We brought a lot of our dynamics to the role. So
that's really interesting that you were able to adopt the script to like more how you would actually communicate.
Yeah. And I was really appreciative that they gave me that liberty to do that. Because a lot of times they'll be like, no, we're going to keep to the script, but they were very open and very collaborative with us. So we really appreciated that.
So, Mr. Johnson, your role as Coach Jack Bolton in the High School Musical films seems to have some similarities to your role in Strong Fathers, Strong Daughters. Did you notice similarities while making this film? And if so, did it affect your portrayal of Steve?
Yeah, I think so. I don't play a family man in all my films. So when I do, there's some real familiar sort of energy going on there. Like the most important part of my life is being a dad and wanting to be a great dad. Like that's my goal. Like I want to be a great family man. Like I want to have a great family and I want to do what's right and I want to make all the right decisions. And I'm trying to navigate that because when you become a parent, there's no handbook that they give you. You got to go find your own handbooks, and then you got to figure out how to do it. You got to figure out how to be a great parent. And so, yeah, I guess when I have my boy Troy, thinking he's got his own ideas on what he wants to do, and now here I've got a daughter that wants to do what she thinks is best for her, and here I am. I got my head full of all these ideas. So yeah, you're right. It's a very similar. Mm-hmm. I have my expectations. And then I'm hit upside the head with reality. And then I got to deal with those things while doing the
It
best I
seems
can.
like too that he plays a coach. He's like Coach Bolton, and then he's coaching the soccer. And in real life, he keeps that thing going with coaching soccer for years and years and years and years with our own kids.
I've been coaching forever. So now when I'm driving around LA and people yell at, "Hey, coach," I never know if it's like, did I coach you in soccer? Or you mean Wildcats?
Yeah, it must be nice to have that mixture of previous experience playing a similar character and being that character in real life.
Yeah.
It is. It helps a lot. It helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It helps with dialogue. It helps with behavior. It helps with, bringing all the nuance to a character in a movie. If you really have no idea what you're doing or what you should be doing, then it feels foreign. Yeah.
Mr. Johnson, as a parent yourself, how do you relate to your character in the film?
Well, that's a good question. So we have 3 kids, and in this movie we have 3 kids. Now in the movie we have 3 daughters, and in real life we have boy, girl, boy. And so our girl is only 17 years old now. And in the movie, our daughter's a little older, and she's getting married and changing her career and going off on this crazy career path and moving out of the country and doing all this crazy stuff. The dad's not so hot about. My character, Steve, he's not really thrilled about this. We had plans, kind of like Troy and, college basketball and scholarship. Well, Steve had plans with his daughter to have business together, and we were going to work together. We had these amazing, a vision of our future together. So yeah.
This is how it relates to you.
Oh, how it relates to me. Yeah. So here, so sorry, I got a little carried away. So in real life, our daughter is not quite there yet, but it makes me think about, how close that is. And I don't like it. I don't like the idea of my daughter bringing boys home and talking about moving away and getting married. That's not, we decided we're going to just keep her at 17, just cut it off right here, this very comfortable age. And so that's my biggest takeaway from this movie is just don't let them turn 18.
Yeah, don't grow up.
No, just, this is fine. You've grown up enough. We don't need to get married. Come on. And this is it. So that's my real life take on this thing. I hope so. We'll go with that one.
So, Miss Lively, what was your favorite scene to shoot in Strong Fathers, Strong Daughters?
I had a couple of favorites. I'm not going to narrow it down to one. I had a few favorites. I really loved, there was a scene between the two of us that was a heartfelt kind of a scene that I pulled from some very personal things. And it was really nice because we already have so much chemistry and history together. That scene was really special to me. It was in the kitchen. I also loved the scene at the end with the fireworks and the wedding, and we had so much fun.
That was a blast
doing that. That was a lot of fun. It was beautiful, and it was just we had the greatest time. The soccer scene was really fun. That was very real to life. Soccer is so much a part of our lives. I had so many favorite scenes. I even love the bathroom scene. Have you guys seen the movie yet? I'm just curious. We haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it?
You guys saw the movie?
Oh, did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Oh,
what
awesome.
was your favorite scene?
I also really enjoyed the soccer scene and the wedding scene because it was so emotional, and it tied up all the ends that were left a little loose. So it kind of
good.
Really good.
Oh, good. I love that. I love how his character has this really amazing arc where he starts out, he's just so determined for her to live the life that he chose for her. And I think my character is hey, let's step back here a second. Let's, consider that she has her own ideas of what her life is going to look like. And then at the end,
I have a question for you guys, because you guys have seen the movie. I haven't. We start the movie starts off by a little girl at a flower shop, and she lets go of that yellow balloon. And I run up and grab it and give it back to her and say, hold on tight, hold on tight. And that's a little bit of a metaphor for the movie. And then at the very end of the movie, Steve is trying to let go of all his expectations and all the plans he had for his daughter and just trust her that she's going to live her life. And there's a moment where he takes that balloon and he just lets it go and lets it float up in the air. And that's him letting go of control of his daughter.
Mhm.
Did you guys get that message? Like, did you kind of realize, oh, the balloon into the balloon? Because we didn't want it to be too, like, we wanted it to be subtle and kind of like almost subconscious thought, not like, you know, make a big deal out of it. Did you guys recognize that?
I think that I did kind of recognize that it had like it was important. I didn't at the time think about the beginning moment, but now it does make sense.
Perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what we're hoping for.
Yeah, I agree.
Samantha, how about you?
I definitely agree. I didn't think of it like right after watching it, then now that I hear it, I definitely understand that.
Perfect. Oh, that's great. That's so good.
Yeah, because you gotta let your kids, you gotta let you trust that you've raised your kids. You get to a point in life, and even with our own kids, we've done our job. Like the job is done at this point, and you gotta trust that you've done a good job at raising your kids, and trust that they're gonna make good decisions for themselves. And that's hard as a parent.
Yeah.
Because you're like, but I know better.
Yeah.
I know what's better for you.
Yeah. When they're little, like the girl at the flower shop, like I take the balloon, I tie a knot, like I'm gonna tie it so it doesn't relieve, you know, and I say, hold on tight. And that's, you know, that's when they're little. And then we go through this journey of trying to figure out how to let go.
That's such a good little moment. I'm so glad that we talked about this because that really changes my perspective of the beginning and the end.
Cool.
Good.
Oh, that's so cool. Love that.
Miss Lively, as a faith-based film, what do you hope audiences will take away from watching this?
That family is so important, that your children, listening to your kids is so important, raising your kids with good values and standards. We have done that with our own family. And I love that it's a movie that you can watch with your whole family, and it's got such a great message. And we related so much to it because of how we've raised our own kids and how we are with each other. And we feel like it's such a good message. A lot of people will say to us like, wow, what's your secret? How are your kids so amazing? Like, what do you do? What's your secret? And we're like, honestly, it's spending time. It's teaching them good values. It's teaching them gratitude. It's serving others, you know, are the cornerstones of how we've raised our kids in our family. And we spend a tremendous amount of time with our kids. We're parents first, we're friends second, you know, and that's not always the easiest, but it's so important to maintain that balance. And my gosh, we love our kids. We love our children, and we know who their friends are, and we know what they're doing. And we just hope that this message promotes that kind of like, hey, you know, you got to trust that you've done good. You've done a good job, and know that you've raised your kids well, and, you know, let them have their own lives. So
I
think that's great. I think that's terrific. I think we've tried so hard to make our family the top priority, and we've done our best to try to be great parents and have an awesome family. And I think it's so hard to figure that out. There's a million different ways to do it, but like
we're gonna mess
Robyn
up.
said,
Everybody's gonna mess up.
We're gonna screw up, but as long as you keep leading with love and patience and kindness and temperance, and you check your ego, and you don't get angry, and you don't have pride, and you just keep on trying to do the best thing. You serve others, serve other people, service.
Listen to your kids. Listen
to each other. Fill your heart full of gratitude for all that you've been blessed with. Then these are the tricks.
And we hope that resonates in the film as well.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
You guys know that it's going to be streaming on August 1st, and it's an original PureFlix film. So, and it's the very first. So we're really excited to be a part of it.
Available only on PureFlix, right? On August 1st, and then after.
Yes, it was an amazing film. Thank you so much, Miss Lively and Johnson, for talking with us today.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for the great interview. Those are terrific questions. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Lively and Mr. Johnson, for talking with us today. Strong Fathers, Strong Daughters releases August 1st, 2022 on PureFlix. I'm Kyla.
And I'm Samantha, reporting for Kids First. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a review or interview. Bye!
Bye.